What's going on, everyone? It is Wednesday, 11 o'clock a.m. here in New York. So we go live at Coffee Creators. This is like the 91st episode. Is that crazy or what? How long have you guys been with us? If you're a first timer, let me know. If you are a veteran from day one, let me know. I already see Mike in the chat. Anyway, I got Jordi with me. We're going to go over who this guy is. He's actually visiting our fair city today. What a time to visit this city, by the way. We'll get into that.
Yeah.
But I want to first give a huge thank you to, boom, Nanlite. You guys know Nanlite because you've been watching us lit by Nanlite since this event space got built. They put us, they gave us all the fixtures that we've been using for the life of the newest event space. And you guys have seen us use a lot of the lights on set. The Forza series is awesome. You've seen our NAB coverage, the Evoke 5C, that little pocket cube light. That's amazing. That's them. You can check out their full line at link down below. Also, Tenba is like, yo, we want to hook you guys up, so we're going to hook you up. You get the Coffee Creators custom camera bag from Tenba.
Thank you.
It's nice, right?
It looks good, yeah.
Cool. He's like, I don't have any small bags. Now you have a small bag.
Yeah,
all right?
I have. I have just big bags for cameras and lenses and everything, but this is good.
This is your tourist mode bag.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. Tenba's been around since 1976 and was started right here in New York by a photographer. If you've been in this industry long enough, you probably had something Tenba. I love your tech cat pick cases with the clear windows. They save me so much. I love it. Love it. Check out the link down below for more Tenba. And lastly, we want to thank Gotham Roasters over there on 19th Street. They're one block up. So if you're coming here to 42 West 18th Street, this is not a green screen. You guys know that. These chairs are here for you. Well, before you hit this chair, go to Gotham, say what's up, and grab some coffee, then come over here. Because, by the way, 5 o'clock today, Jordi's shooting live right here. So make sure you're checking that out either in this chat or in those chairs. Cheers, kid. What'd you get?
Cheers.
What'd you get?
Coffee latte.
Yeah, he was like, coffee, milk. Just like that. Just like
Spanish.
Totally get it. Thank you, Gotham. So who's Jordi? Okay. So if you have at all been on Instagram and been in the photography world, or even just like, I don't know, photos, period, you've been shoved something through your eyeball shot by Jordi. We're talking about over 20 million followers, actually more than 20 million.
It depends. In Instagram, 7 million. In the other platforms, TikTok 20, YouTube 6.
See how casually he rolls with that? 20 mil, 12 mil. This guy has been very prolific in basically the content creator type space with high creativity. I'm talking like forced perspective, things you can do with DIY materials, a lot of stuff that translated from just shooting with your friends all the way up to shooting celebrities. Jared Leto, Scarlett Johansson. You've worked with major brands like Adidas, I think Nike.
Yep.
And you've also been involved with Sony. You're shooting with Nikon now, and you all the way up to being a partner with us here at Adorama. So he was like, I'm nothing without Adorama. I have to get to No, I'm just kidding, man. No, we appreciate you coming in here, but this has been not an overnight thing. You have been doing stuff that has been very, what I call accessible. You get somebody, you get a concept, you go to a place, and you shoot.
Yep.
Right? Where did this start? Was it when Instagram started, you're like, I got to get on this? Or did you always shoot like this, and then Instagram gave you a platform for this?
No, I actually started like freelance filmmaker. So the thing that I did is translate what I was doing as a freelance filmmaker to photography. But when Instagram started, I didn't know about all the things that were going on Instagram. I didn't know you could work on that, and it was like progressive. And I started doing like landscape photography, all sorts of things, and it all blew up when we started using everyday objects.
Yeah.
And sharing the making of. That was very important, and that was like 7-8 years ago, and it was probably we were the first ones to share the making of, like a mage when he's showing the tricks, no, that he's doing. So that was when everything blows up, and yeah, that's some of my content. I think the key of all the things we do is, as you said, keep it simple, keep it accessible for people, so people wanna see the pictures and wanna recreate them, and yeah, we just keep it simple, you know.
Yeah, well, I think that's the thing. I always say when people come here, they buy a camera for the first time, they're not like automatically going to know what to do with it. They're not going to start buying studio equipment. They got a camera and a lens, and they go, what can I point this at? And then you come into the picture and go, oh, do you have a mirror hanging around? Oh, do you have like a sparkler? Like, you're just like, yeah, I have those things. Well, here's something I did with it. And then people go, oh.
Yeah.
And then you spark their skull and they go and ignite and go do something. And so you probably started a whole lot of people into because they never thought of it that way, right?
Yeah.
They just go, oh, birds. Oh, pretty mountain.
Yes.
But you're like, nah, I think I'm going to make this girl reaching and grabbing the moon out of the sky.
Yeah.
You know, and you've done it, right? So where do you get your inspiration from creatively? Are you a nerd? Are you a Dungeons and Dragons kid? Do you read a bunch of weird books? Where does it come from?
Oh, it's a difficult question. A lot of people ask me where do you get inspiration from? Probably from movies. Yeah, probably from cinema. My first contact with the visual world in that sense, it was cinema when I was a kid. So I started watching Tarantino movies, Christopher Nolan, Park Chan-wook.
Never heard of these guys. Never heard of any of them. No, they must be indie filmmakers.
But yeah, I was I was loving cinema, so I started because I wanted to do movies since I went to college and everything. And when I had my first production with a bunch of people, everything doing stuff, and I didn't like it. It was a lot of people just to do one take.
Right.
I mean, I respect it, and I get that. For you to get a professional content, if you work at the cinema level, you need everyone to stay connected and to have the role.
You have to be efficient. Time is money.
Yeah,
man.
but I didn't like it, and then I started doing things on my own, and now I'm here.
Yeah, and I think what you're doing is just it just doesn't feel out of reach for people. So when they see you do it, how do you stay up on? Okay, I already did that one, because everything you do is really quick. It's simple in what's in your hands, but concept wise, it's not that simple. How do you go to the next one and the next one? Do you ever feel pressure of like, I'm out of ideas, or going back to something again?
Yeah. I mean, it's been 7-8 years doing this type of photography, so I went to a lot of blogs, all type of blogs, but probably when I get blocked, I try to merge some things I did in the past with some things that I have in mind. But one of the most important things is keep experimenting, keep trying new things, and keep trying to evolve. But yeah, of course, it's difficult sometimes when you're trying to shoot a new idea every week. Right now, maybe I don't have the same energy as I had 7-8 years ago, that I was probably shooting a new idea every day.
Yeah.
That was crazy. That was my motivation was super high. But that's the thing. When you lose a little bit of motivation, the key is consistency, and the key is keep trying, and we'll still find new things to do. It's kind of difficult right now because 8 years thinking new ideas and everything, but we still have it.
Well, I think it's the same method that's going on with me and Daniel shoot commercial a lot, right? So what we do is we collect techniques as like skill cards, and then when they go, hey, can you do this? Yes, I can, right? Yeah. So you're going, I want to do something with that sky. Well, I've got these 10 things I've already done with the sky.
Yes.
Now I take something from that. Now what can I add to that? Yeah. So you've already built it, right?
You kind of merge things that you did in the past with things that you did past week, and creative it's all about that, it's you have an idea, you merge it with another, you find a new idea, it's for me it's all about that.
Well, it's funny because Country Kilo is saying Jordi is what AI tries to emulate. I think it's pretty interesting, right?
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
It's probably been fed your images. AI has probably been fed all of your complete portfolio.
Funny thing, I started sharing the making of 7-8 years ago because my type of photography was doing creative tricks, and we weren't sharing the making of, so people was commenting on my pictures, Photoshop, like, and I was like, I'm not using Photoshop. And I was like, how can I show that I'm not using Photoshop? So then we started showing the making of, and everything went boom.
Yep. Yeah, because people, they'll be like, that's nice. But when you can give them something so they can do it themselves, they're taking something from it, then you got them, right? Believe me, I shoot zombies and aliens. They all think everything I do is Photoshop. Believe me, I hear it all the time. But I think it's really important to show what you can do live. And you guys are going to see that 5 o'clock today on the event. Actually, I'll put this up now so you guys can go hit subscribe on this while we're talking. So we know about the wins. We see the creative stuff that hits your platform because it's very curated. What about the losses? How many times does it just not work out? How many times does it? Okay.
A lot, man. Yes, a lot. I mean, we even sometimes hide some posts that don't work, but you need to fail.
Yeah,
I mean, you need to try and try and try, and you need to fail. And when you fail, most of the time you realize what went wrong and what it didn't fail. And I think it's very important in photography and in life. You need to fail to succeed. To succeed.
No, it's only a failure if you didn't learn from it. If you didn't grow from the failure, you really aren't doing it. And I get suspicious of people that are all like, I've never, like, what do you mean you never? Like, stop it. You know, there's no glory in that. So when you're out there, do you ever get someone bothering you and going like, hey, do you want to try this? Because here in New York, when you pull out a camera, there's 4 people that are going to come to you and tell you what you're doing wrong, how you should do something else.
A lot of times too.
Did your brother knock him out?
No. Yes, I mean more in the past when I was starting doing filmmaking. That I mean I was a kid. Sometimes I went to the big companies to work, and I was 23 or 24, and people were like staring at me like, you're gonna do the work? And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do the work.
You just say I work cheap, and then they go, oh, I got it.
Yeah. I mean, when I started, I worked cheap, and now I'm not that cheap, But yeah, I mean, I had a baby face, so when I was younger, I'm
used to have a baby face. Do you know what you look like right now?
I'm 34. I mean, I'm 34. Imagine me when I was 24.
Yeah.
So I went to places and people were, okay, this guy is gonna do the video, and I was, yeah, but I was good. So when I finished the job, people were like, yeah, it went good.
Yeah.
So, but it felt like I felt like judged a lot when I was younger.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but that happens in photography and in life,
Well, we always tell them that the job isn't the win. It's an audition for the next one. So when you're on that set and they're judging you, when you pull through, then all those people will go, I worked with that guy before. It came out great. Yeah, I'll work with him again. So you build a reputation. It's the first few that really get you shook.
Yeah. Even my father judged me in the past. Like he was like, you're not gonna be good at this. My father is a painter. He used to be a painter, and I was so bad at painting. He wanted me to be a painter too. So it's family of artists. But when I grabbed a camera for the first time, I was like, okay, I can work with that.
Yeah.
I'm not a painter, but I can paint with a camera.
Right.
So it was like, yeah. And I finally end up being an artist. So now he's proud, and I just shoot his mouth.
When I was coming up, I'd show my dad, like, I got a magazine page. Before he even looked at it, he'd be like, well, how much did you get paid? And I'd be like, oh, man. All right, like, you got to understand how this works. Like, they don't want to hear it. They just want you to, click into something. They're just worried about you, But I think people, once you find the right tools or creative, no one can touch you. So you found the camera. It did what you can work it the way you want to work it. What are you shooting with nowadays, by the way? I think you're shooting a Z9. Are you shooting a Nikon Z9?
Nikon Z9 for photo and video. Now we're trying the new camera they have. They made with the red
ZR.
Yeah,
I got it in my bag over there.
Yeah, we're trying this one. It looks really good, and really happy. Thought the Z9, it's very like you can shoot photo, you can shoot video, you can shoot almost everything in that camera. It's really big, but it works really well.
It's a pro camera, man.
Yeah.
You can throw it down a flight of stairs and be fine. Listen, I get it. I mean, you guys are watching us on the Nikon right now. It's a Z6 III that we stream on. So, is there any times that you feel pressure to chase the trend as opposed to what you really want to do? Because you're dependent on engagement.
Yes.
So if you go, I really like what I'm doing right now, but I don't think it'll do too well, will you still post it, even if you think it's not going to do great?
Yes. If I feel proud of my work, I will post it wherever I think it goes right or it goes wrong. But I think it's important to post what you're doing if you feel proud of that. Not depending on how people is going to react. Because a lot of times, in the past, that happened a lot to me. I was not that confident about my work. So some of the stuff that I was creating, I was like, oh, that looks like shit, I'm not going to post it. But my brother, that's over there, he's very insisting. And he was like, yeah, we're going to post it. You don't like it, but people is going to love it. And I was like, no, people is not going to love it. And some of the work that I don't like, it's some of the most viral
Yeah, that's what
the
always
most
goes.
viral post that I posted or so some of my most viral work. So yeah, sometimes it's just about just go ahead, do it, post it, and feel proud about what you're doing.
There's always the next time you post, right? I feel like you're not going to get if you're shooting for everybody, I feel like you're shooting for no one.
Yeah,
You want to build the
totally,
audience that
totally.
you know.
Totally.
So let me ask you this. Don't freak out. But what happens? Social media goes away tomorrow. Where does Jordi go from here?
Well,
There's nowhere to post.
That's-
There's nowhere to, what do we do?
That's a good question. I will probably keep doing what I do because I love what I do.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I will probably try to find different platforms to, if social media didn't exist, probably I will try galleries. And probably I will try to recreate what I'm doing in reality, but do it into galleries. For instance, post my work or put my work onto galleries, but put the objects that I'm using, so people is
Can see the
there
prop. Yeah.
can see the prop or even try the prop over there. So I think it should work too.
Yeah, like a
know.
mixed media kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I think we will try some new things, but we will find a way.
Yeah, fine. When I was younger and I was in the gallery world, I used to take my photos and Xerox them, and then I'd go in the street and glue them all over the streets
That's cool.
until I got picked up a couple times.
That's cool. I think it's about being creative.
You got if you have to want to do it. That's the thing.
Sure, but I think creativity. I'm considered a very creative person. I think I'm a better creative than photographer, and I think if you use creativity in any part of your life or in any job, you can get far. Even if social media didn't exist, probably I will find a creative solution to or find some way to show my work to people without depending on social media. But you need creativity to do that.
Do you ever think there's a world where you're not doing the work, but you are guiding people? So you're an art director, you're the creative, but you have the people executing. So there's like 10 Jordis out there doing something.
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know what I'm gonna do in the future, but it's possible. Probably at some point I would like to do a movie or to try to do short films or start doing short films, but not right now because I have a lot of work, a lot of brands, and I like what I'm doing right now. Social media, it's people loves what I do, and I inspired a lot of people to start photography, and I think it's very important to keep inspiring people. And for now, I'm not that clear about my future, but I'm really young. I'm 34, so probably I will try in the future to be the leader of of a team and be maybe the creative guy and just try to direct the other people and have 10 little Jordis over there doing what I'm doing.
10 little Jordis. Yeah, because I think there's also the aspect of it. There's a lot of amazing creators out there that don't get anywhere on these platforms, and even just the guidance and mentorship of navigating these platforms properly.
Yeah. Right now we're starting to doing courses, like not courses,
Workshops.
yeah, some kind of but online, and I think, as you said, there's a lot of creators that they are really good at what they do, but they don't really know how to distribute the product or how to show the product properly to engage with people.
Right.
I think that is one of the most important things right now on social media, and it's a pity. When I started 7-8 years ago, I remember Instagram was pictures.
Yeah. There was no reels, no video. It was
not
Square.
videos.
Remember when it was Square?
Yeah, it was Square, it was picture, so it changed a lot. I mean, back then we were sharing only the picture, the final product. Right now, if you share the final product, a lot of people is gonna say it's AI, or it's whatever, or it's not gonna reach that or engage with that much of people. So you need a strategy, and you need a way to sell that product, and that's why I think there's a lot of talent in the world, and there's a lot of people doing great things, but they don't engage and they don't reach the level that they should. And I think it's because of that, because social media changed a lot, and now you need to have a clear strategy on how to sell your product.
Oh yeah, everybody's got to produce. You need BTS of the BTS
Yes.
behind your head at
Yes.
all times.
Yes, I mean, we started sharing making of 7-8 years ago, but right now we're just sharing a lot of, or starting our videos using a POV, because we just and probably we are using quotes or hooks to engage more with people, and that changed a lot. I mean, 3 years ago, we were sharing just what we were doing in a regular way, just 3-4 takes, just to people to understand. And right now, if you do that, it doesn't work. You have to even be creative with the making of.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, there's so much of it. People are saturated. They're burned
Yes.
out of it.
Yes.
You have the people viewing it that are burned out, then you yourself getting burned out, the volume you've got to do it at. Having said that, how much do you backlog? Do you just film? Do you just shoot for like a week straight? No one contacts you and you get like a ton of stuff and you just piece it out over the year? Like, how do you usually?
No, normally I was working like this in the past. Like I don't know. I was like 2 weeks alone in the mountains thinking, yeah. It was like that.
Comes back with a beard, you know?
Kind of that way with my dog, just walking around in the mountains, thinking ideas, and then I was like, okay, well, let's do. And then we were maybe 2 weeks like shooting every day, every hour that I had, and then 2 weeks editing like crazy, obsessed. But that was my beginning, because I was really motivated, and and when you start on social media and you start getting big, I remember a lot of people was to try to copy what we were doing.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I gotta work more. I gotta create that brand and position myself as maybe the one of the big ones in the creative photography, because if you sleep on it, probably someone else is gonna grab your ideas, do it maybe faster, better, and it's gonna grow up, and you're gonna, I seen a lot of people that went through that. They had a good idea, they started posting, but someone else just copied that idea, work harder, and finally it surpasses the people that had the original idea, and original idea. That's a pity, and that happens a lot on social media. So I would recommend to the people that has a great idea, work on it until you get big, and people recognize you for that idea or for that style. That's what happens to us, and we work very hard, like back then. But now I'm more chill. I'm not that obsessed, because when when you're an artist, sometimes you get kind of obsessed with your work, and you want to reach.
Well, you have something to say. You said it after a while. You know what I mean? Like, it's already out there. You proved your point. Now what?
Yeah.
Now what?
Yeah. So we proved our point back then. So now I'm more chilling. I'm more living life. Enjoying life, because when you're an artist and you're like you're inside of your head a lot of time, no, and maybe you don't enjoy life that much, or as you should, no. And now I matured a lot, so now I can do both. I can work and come up with really cool concepts, but at the same time enjoy life with my friends, go party, go
be a human,
traveling, be a human, whatever. Yeah. And that's really important for me.
Someone in the chat's actually asking, do you have a favorite camera you work with?
Now I work with Nikon, and the Z9 is really good.
Yeah.
It's very versatile. You can do both photo and video, 4K, slow motions, everything. So I would recommend that one, even it's expensive. But they have the Z5 and the Z7 that are really good options too.
Yeah, the Z5 II is a pretty accessible camera, and you're watching us on a Z6 III.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's links somewhere below if we're doing something right. Kevin's asking, do you have a favorite, an absolute favorite photo you've taken? Pick a child. Only one child can survive.
Yeah, I have
Only
one. I have one. Yeah.
Is it up here?
Yes, but it's
far down, right?
You can try, but it's one of with my dog, with an umbrella, and I think we just use that picture to promote the coffee, that talk. So I don't know if you have it like over here. Well, it's a photo that we took with my doggy that I really like. I really love my dog. We adopted our dog, and the concept of the photo was giving shelter to dogs.
Okay.
So I think it merges conceptual photography, and it was a really impactful image, and it has a story behind, and it has something that happened to us, and I think it's a very important message to transmit to people, and it was like my brother holding umbrella, and we just put a light on the umbrella, just some smoke, and you just with a road and a sunset. It was very beautiful colors.
It's this one.
It's this one, but it's not this one. But the concept is this. I repeated that picture, but yeah, is that concept.
Yeah.
And I really like that shot. I think the message of the picture is very good, and it's a real story that happened to us. We just adopted our dog Baldo, and it kind of changed my life because they give you a lot of love and a lot of joy.
Shit. Why didn't somebody tell me that this isn't working? All right. There we go. Yay, troubleshooting.
And it's one of my favorites. I have a lot. It's like if I had 100 childs, which one do you pick? No, but yeah, I would say that one.
Cool. Yeah, I think people don't realize that a lot of times your favorite photo, if you've been shooting photos for everybody else, is the one that's like for you only half the time.
Yeah.
Do you everything you do is high creative? Do you ever get, after chasing just clean classic portraiture, dialed in light, anything more technical rather than creative?
Normally I do creative stuff.
You get bored easy, huh?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's my style. But yeah, sometimes we try to do portraits that maybe are more technical, more light stuff. We mix things that was with a flashpoint. We try to use locations and reinvent a little bit. That was crazy. That is crazy. We work a lot using optical illusions like this one. As you can see, some everyday objects like a fishbowl, putting some fish on it, and working, trying to do surreal photography, but in real life, with practical effects, and that's why people love what we do.
It's also
we tried to several cameras, several different effects, because with this one you only can do this one using an Insta360,
right,
because it has that wide lens. You can use the stick. With a regular camera you can do that. So we try different cameras and different optics just to have different effects.
New tools give you new options,
yeah,
right?
Sure.
It's noticing what a lot of people chase specs of the gear,
yes,
but it's like, okay, but what does it do? Now what can I do with that?
Yeah. For instance, we work with Nanlite 2, and we use the
tubes, right?
Yeah, the tubes. They have the you can put them underwater, so that gives you new options. Yeah, this one. Yeah, that's. If you have more
the dog tries to grab it.
Yeah, if you have more gear, you have more options and more creative options. So if I wouldn't have those tubes and I wouldn't put or wouldn't be able to put them underwater,
yeah,
I wouldn't be able to do this kind of picture. So,
is there something that isn't out there in the world yet, equipment-wise, that you say, if this thing could do this, I could do all this? Is there stuff in your head that you're like,
I don't know right now. I don't know. Probably there's something, but I don't know right now.
I think one of the other things that people overlook with your work is that it doesn't matter what language you speak, right?
Yes.
Visuals are the most universal language. It doesn't matter where you're from, what your culture is.
Yep.
You can identify with the drama of it, the type of light, the feel of it, the energy of it, the frozen, the anti-gravity feel of half of it, stuff like that.
Yeah, I think it's very important for us to do not use a language, because photography, it's worldwide, it's international, and if a photo, it's telling whatever you need to know about the idea or the person that is doing that. So that's one of the reasons we don't speak normally. I normally speak Spanish. Now I speak English too, but I'm kind of improving. And
we appreciate it. All right.
I'm trying my best, and
doing great.
You if you don't use language, you can engage with more people. So that's the main thing.
Is there somewhere you want your work shown? Is there something outside of Instagram? Is there a place like is there a certain gallery? Is there a museum you want to get in? Is there something beyond social media that you want to put your work? Do you want to do a book? I think it'd be cool if we did a book, limited edition, one-offs with the prop. Like you get
that should be cool. Yeah, gallery. I would love to do galleries at some point, but because that thing that I mentioned I would like to have my picture there and to have the prop there too, just for people to try right there. And
you want them to touch it? You want them to like spin the...
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I would love to have my example there of the picture that I took.
Why don't we produce this?
and then have the prop on the side and people, so people can interact with that.
So I know there's this little town called New York City, right?
Yes.
There might be some places that can happen. Would you guys be into that? Let me know in that chat. If we did that, maybe we can stream from it. I don't know. We'll see. Would you? Okay, listen, people. I'm going to ask you all to leave in a minute. What are you planning to do later today? Because you are not just talking. You're not just posting Instagram. You're not going to sit here and do some Photoshop. You're going to shoot live.
Yep.
So what are we going to get into here? You got a plan for tonight, or are you just going to hope for the best?
No. I have a plan. We're gonna shoot a creative portrait using lights, and we're gonna try to do a light painting portrait.
Okay.
It's gonna be challenging because you need the model to just froze. Because if she moves, it's gonna be ghosted.
The shutter's open the whole time,
yes.
guys.
And it's difficult too because of the light. You cannot put a lot of light on the model because you're killing the effect of the light painting. So it's gonna be challenging. But I did in the past, and I think it's a very cool effect. And people, every time I do a light painting shot, we try to be really creative with the lights or the effects that we're using.
Yeah.
And experimenting a lot, so people really likes it, and it's really impactful because you're seeing what are we doing in reality, and people just is like, what are these guys doing? And then when they see the final result, they're like, whoa.
Yeah, because they're thinking about here, but they're not thinking about what's going on with the camera. They don't speak that language, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
This one should be interesting, guys, because usually when we're doing shutter drag demos with me and Daniel, we're mixing strobe and constant light. He's just going all constant light. So this is a different method to those techniques. You're going to want to check that out. Make sure you hit subscribe on the events channel over here. So before we went live, you were like, I've never shot film. Do you have any idea the creative doors that opens up when it's a piece of film that you can mess up with heat? You can mess up with weird chemicals. You can drill holes into the camera.
Yeah, I saw some people experimenting with film, and it's one of the things that I should try.
Yeah, man.
I should try. I'm just I just got used to digital, and it's more comfortable to me. But yeah, at some point I should try to work with film and to do new stuff. I saw a guy that it was like shooting film, and then with real pictures, he was like putting them into tint and different kinds of processing the pictures on different ways. And I think it should be fun. If I have time in the future, I'm gonna try.
So Jordi yesterday met the Jeffrey Berlin, or if you don't know who that is, he was a few episodes back, and he did a talk on analog cameras. That's the guy to learn from. I mean, he taught Victoria Will how to do wet plate old school photos, and she shot all these celebrities at Sundance with them and made a whole book.
He showed me some things. We're like day and night because I only shot digital. He only shot film.
He goes like this. He goes, "Who's this?" I'm like, he's got a massive following. Oh, I'm gonna go talk to him. and I'm
Yes.
like, I'm looking at you guys. I'm like, what is he showing this kid? But it's another tool, and I think it'd be really interesting to see how you take something analog and work with it, because it has its own soul. It's not like digital that like you tell it what to do. It's gonna react how it's gonna react. I mean, I think infrared film for you would be very cool if you ever get a chance to check that out.
Okay.
Is Dan still here? No, huh? We used to wrap our cameras in aluminum foil just because it would get exposed in your hands.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I mean, that's kind of the thing that I do, but with digital, because we started when we started, we just try to surround our lenses with a lot of like pages, like water bottles, like we were putting, I don't know, lipstick on the lens of the camera. So we were trying that kind of practical effects on camera. So probably on film I could do even more things, like,
Yeah, man.
more different things. Yeah.
Started. Jordi goes analog. I'll take 10%. All right, cool. See that? It's gonna start right here. That's it. It's gonna happen. Are you into lens filters at all, or do you try to keep the image as pure as you can and just use?
I don't usually use lens, only protective lens.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because sometimes
Something comes flying at your lens.
yeah, yeah. When we started, we were like throwing a lot of things at my lens.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot. Like
I got 2 concussions from that.
yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Like we were throwing food, we were throwing whatever, dust, everything. So the one thing that is really useful to us is have the protective lens, because you're gonna scratch the lens and it's gonna.
So for a commercial shoot one time, we got a giant plate of plexiglass so that we didn't have a lens filter, but I can move, and it would just not hit everyone behind us.
Yep.
Because after a while, you got stuff everywhere else. I got zombie blood flying. I got guts over here, the whole thing. But I used to shoot BMX and skateboarding, and you'd get really close to the fisheye lens.
I did skateboarding too.
You get hit, man.
You can get hit really easily.
Yeah, dude.
And we were playing a lot with water in the past, with skateboard, water, BMX, water. I was putting water on the wheels and everything, even fire sometimes. So
Now you're doing it on motorcycles.
Yeah.
You grew up. Someone's actually asking, are there any photographers who inspired you that you really like?
I remember Jude Allen. It's a guy from here, United States. I remember I really like how he was editing the pictures when I had like 10K followers. He had like a bunch of followers, and I remember that. But I remember I was following a lot of art galleries, photo galleries like Moodigrams. I don't know. Probably some of those didn't exist anymore because that was like 7, 8, 9 years ago. But I don't have a clear reference about the photographer. I was following a lot of art galleries, so I had a lot of different inspirations. But I remember that I started getting obsessed with lines, with perspective, with depth, and that was my beginning.
Yeah, you did a lot of forced perspective.
Yes.
I remember it was because it's the easiest thing you can do is just get in there and figure out a way to. Yeah.
Yes, that's the way we started. I remember I was following a lot of people that was doing street photography, just playing with lines, playing with depth, and I don't have a clear reference.
Yeah.
But I was following a bunch of photographers. I think it's really important to follow a lot of photographers that you like, to get inspired by them, and just to remember. And at the end of the day, when you're in a shooting, sometimes you remember, I remember that movie, that scene that I watched, and you took a reference from it or from some other photographer. And I think it's very important to have reference and to have different images in your head to get inspired when you're shooting,
Yeah, it's like a mood board just always around you.
Yes.
Yeah. But I think like you'd probably get a lot of like David LaChapelle, right? Like very high concept portraits of celebrities. There's always some weird, funny, but very creative way to put a portrait together. Because what I gather from your stuff, it's not really portraits. I'm not looking at the person. I'm not wondering who they are. It's the situation they're in and the surreal that you put them in, right? So you, like a little Salvador Dali in there because it just like, there's a surreality to it, but it's not really portraiture because we're not really portraying that person. We're portraying like this weird fantasy moment that doesn't actually exist in real life. So what sort of things are you, besides movies, are you watching like kids programs? Or are you reading, like, where are you getting
Drawings.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to go to the museums here? Cause you got to hit the Met. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah. So sometimes we go to museums. Sometimes on Pinterest, I follow a lot of people that's drawing, and I took a lot of inspirations from drawings because sometimes my photography is kind of a bit surreal, and in drawings you can draw whatever you want.
Yeah.
The reality you can bend reality the way that you want. No, in photography it's more difficult. So a lot of times I took inspirations from drawings I see, and I try to how can I translate this type of image, not copying but giving my twist to that image. How can I translate that to reality? So drawings are really useful for me.
Do you ever get a trend shoved in your face and you're like, I better jump on this if I want to stay relevant, and then figure out a way to work with it? Or
a trend?
Like a trend, if they're like this?
No.
I saw you did the Peaky Blinders stuff, so I was like, well, that was very hot at the moment. But
yeah.
But Peaky Blinders is awesome. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't follow trends, but if I get inspired from a show,
yeah.
for instance, Peaky Blinders or Stranger Things, we did a shooting with the Stranger Things with Adorama, using lights, using smoke, using their products, and it won crazy, like, I don't know, 15 million views, and sometimes I take inspiration from shows or things that I see, and I try to recreate the atmosphere or the essence of that. But we don't follow trends on Instagram. When you see the typical thing that people start doing one thing because everyone is doing it and it works. We usually don't do that. We try to create trends.
Yeah, you're large enough where you can kind of you are in that space.
Yes.
A lot of times if you're chasing a trend, the trend is already over, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, you're not gonna be the original.
No.
We try to be really creative and we try to be original when we work. So that's why we don't try to follow trends and we try to create them.
I remember I had an art director come to me with one of those crystal balls and was like, "Can you shoot?" I was like, "If you're bringing this to me, this trend is over.
Yeah.
You really want to do this?"
Yes.
But sometimes they just want it.
I remember in the beginning. I shoot the typical shot of the crystal ball, but I was starting to shoot.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
I was a kid, and I didn't know how to shoot. So I think it's important when you're starting to copy others, to try, because you don't know anything about it. I'm talking about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, whoa, that's cool. I see a lot of people shooting with a crystal ball. I'm gonna buy one and try. No, but then. Using the crystal ball, maybe you have a new idea with another object, and I think it's helpful for people who's starting to have reference, to have inspirations, and to go, okay, I'm trying to copy that, do it my way, and you always learn. The most important thing is go and shoot.
Yeah, I always say, like, it's always better to shoot than not shoot.
Yeah.
Even if you don't feel like it, even if you're not going to use the shots.
Yes.
Even just having the motions in your hand of doing it.
You're learning. You're constantly learning. The most important thing when you're starting is go shoot. Sunrise, sunset, hard light, whatever. You will find things, and just look at life and just try to look at beauty or the concept that you have on beauty.
And when you figure out a solution, you have that solution for next time, right?
Yeah.
Look, no one got anywhere sitting idle. That's always been my thing.
Yes.
What's the point of sitting still? I got stuff to do. You know what I'm talking about?
I mean, it's important to sit still if you're thinking ideas. I mean, I think it's for me, for instance, it's important to sometimes just sit and think. And think ideas. I think for my style of photography, of course, there's other photographers that they shoot maybe the moment that's happening in the street. So for them, it's important to go walk and find.
But even sitting and thinking, you're still doing, right?
Yes.
Like if you just stop and go, like, why isn't anything happening?
Yes.
Why can't I? Well, why not? Go do and figure it out.
But the most important thing is not sitting with the phone on your hand.
Says the guy on all the social platforms.
Yeah, I mean,
it's good though. I mean, that a lot of people are obsessed with this.
Yes, I mean, my work is on social platforms, but I don't use them that much. My brother is kind of running, and my manager always helps us. They are kind of running the social media, and I try to abstract a lot from social media. And I think if you want to be creative, it's important to don't have inputs all the time. You need to spend time with you, and you need to spend time thinking ideas.
Well, if the work's coming from you, you've got to know who you are, first of all. I think if you don't have a point of view or an opinion, it's very hard to create work that's original because you're just chasing empty.
Yeah, and I feel like nowadays people has like a lot of inputs all the time. They don't spend time on their minds. They don't spend time alone. And you need to get a little bit bored sometimes if you want to be creative.
Interesting.
And I think people doesn't have the patience to get bored.
No, I do not. I got to do 40 things at once.
Everything moves so fast, and you have a lot of inputs, the phones, the TVs, the people calling you. People want to do like things all the time, and sometimes you just gotta say no if you want to be creative and just go for a walk, think about ideas, and just spend time with you.
You only have so much energy to spend on everything, so you don't want to burn out. You got two people asking, who do you want to photograph more than anyone, and what place would you want to photograph more than anywhere?
Oh, whoa. I don't know. I would say Lionel Messi.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
wow. Make that happen.
I'm a big football fan, soccer fan,
Shocking.
Yeah.
I never would have got it. I never would have thought that.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
yeah. Just because I'm a big football fan, and
You
I'm
don't
a
think
big.
that could happen? You don't think you can make that happen?
I don't know. It's difficult.
Where's your manager? Where is this? Let's go. On my desk by 3. Let's go.
I shot with some Barcelona players like Gavi or Pedri or Frankie de Jong or some of them, but Messi's really difficult.
What would you do with him?
What
What would you do if if they said, "All right, you're going to shoot Messi tomorrow"? What are you doing?
Oh, I don't know. Probably a long like painting shots using flash or something like that.
Okay.
Just with I don't know how to say it. The
Smoke, sparklers.
no.
I'm just pulling out things I've seen you use. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Probably I just need some time to think about it because that's really big. So I would think I would need
Start
time.
thinking now. If you get that call tomorrow, if your manager actually does his job,
I don't know.
maybe-
I don't know. It's really difficult right now. But yeah, that would be interesting to me.
Where do you want to go? Where's the places you haven't been? You want to go shooting?
Probably the Patagonia, Argentina.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm a creative photographer and I do a lot of kind of stuff. But I really like to do landscape photography, not for social media, but for me.
Right.
So
People don't get that. You have to have shots that are just for you. There's stuff that you shoot that doesn't go anywhere, but just for you. You have to do that.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do. I go to the mountains a lot, and I'm grabbing my camera. Sometimes I'm shooting landscape, and I don't post it because on my social media people is used to creative stuff and everything. So, but yeah, I really like landscape photography, and I really like to go to the mountains. I think there you feel like super tiny, small, and you see the mountains, and I know it's really poetic to me.
So after all this you've been through, all the following you've built, what brought you to Adorama? Because this is a pretty new partnership.
Yep.
What happened here? Did you just like throw a dart at a wall? You found Adorama? What happened here?
No, I think it was Pedro. I don't know if it's here, Pedrinho? No, it's not here. It's kind of our partner that we have here in the USA. So he was telling us that it could be a good partner for us. We're always looking for partners.
Yeah.
Because my job is easy if I have good partners and they give me good products. And Adorama is one of the cases that they you have a lot of huge variety of different products, and
There's like an entire
that's we're in the store, and that's really big. Like you have a lot of stuff here, and it's really useful for me. And as a creative photographer, to have all access to that products,
Right.
And it expands my creativity.
Yeah, I mean, I feel very fortunate. Like you guys have seen us go live here. We literally take things off the wall and we just go, right? So I think when you don't have to worry about like one brand, you have all the brands and all the gear.
Yeah.
It's like camera. Oh, I need a microphone. Let me get this arm. Here's a clamp. Like you're just going.
I mean, this is the photographer's dream.
Yeah, it can get,
To have access to all the material you want. I mean, if they told me that, I don't know, 10 years ago, I would go crazy.
No, I listen.
And now I got kind of used to it because, you get used to it. You get used to the followers. You get used to the success. You get used to everything. But the Jordi from 10 years, if you say to them, okay, you have access to all the material, to photographic material that you want, I wouldn't be, what?
Yeah. No, and then there's like no excuse, right? Because it's like, oh, if I only had this, like, nope.
Yeah.
Here it is. Now what?
Yeah, you have everything that you wished for. So, okay, you got to work.
It helps you grow though, because it takes away one limitation that you've always had, and then you really get to see where you would go with things, and you learn a lot too.
Yes.
When you start realizing like how one lens acts versus a different, it's not just numbers and millimeters. It's what is it really doing? Is there something you want to promote before we get out of here? Because that's not you.
I don't know. I don't know if people it's gonna find interesting to show a little bit of my work, and maybe we can go through some of the things that I did, because
You want to go TikTok or Instagram? What do you want to do?
Instagram, it's okay, because people see the shootings, but they only see 5 seconds of the shootings that I do. So maybe it's interesting to comment some of the things. That's one of the things that I really like to do. It's finding a place that is special, and then adding light, adding smoke, and giving my vibe to that place. That was the Stranger Things shooting we did with Adorama, and that was like crazy. And yeah, that's what we did. This place with the trees and everything. The one with this is one of the things that blowed a lot when I did it for the first time. I remember people sending me videos of one guy from the 50s or the 60s, a cinema director that was using those effects on his movies. And it's I mean, it's really fun to do this kind of stuff, practical effects with tin and everything, and it works really well. And you know.
But this is just an evolution of the perspective thing. It's still using perspective, but then you took it to another level of it. In the early days of cinema, they would hand paint glass, wing it right in, and then shoot through it. So
I saw that, and now actually I'm taking inspiration from the things that I see in the past. You know.
Yeah, these kids didn't see it, so it's new to them. You know what I mean?
It's kind of new to them. I didn't see it. I mean, a lot of people was commenting, you took inspiration from that, but I didn't see it, so I didn't took inspiration. I just had the
Everyone
idea.
thinks that. Everyone doesn't realize that. Like you just got to find a way to make something your own. It already exists. You know what? When people jump down your throat that it already happened, we're like centuries into human existence. Breathe for a second.
That there's when people hear the tunnel one. That's a forced perspective. Like you want. That's all about perspectives. That post that we did,
right?
And I really like to mess with people's brains doing this type of photography.
Okay.
Yeah, I really like it. This one, I really love this one.
Yeah.
Because it's really simple. It's just two stairs on a tunnel, a bird, a paper bird, but the effect is like, whoa, it's like Dark Knight Rises or something like that, like Batman or Batman vibes. Or,
Is this why you're going to Liberty State Park? You want to walk on the metal walls? Is that what you want to do?
Yeah. That's one of them of the things that.
I mean, the cool thing about where you are right now, like every other neighborhood is completely different. You can make anything happen in this city. I mean, it's just you got.
It's my first time here.
Oh man.
Yeah, yesterday we went to Central Park with the Adorama guys, and it was really fun. We were shooting creative reflections. I think it's going to be really cool to show it to people when I have the pictures edited and everything, and yeah.
Yeah, so we put you to work. We did the video yesterday.
Yes.
You're live right now.
Yeah.
And then later today, if you guys want to watch Jordi actually in action, because he's not one of those other Instagram people. He's like, no, I'm gonna do it in front of your face. Bang. Yep. This QR code, hit subscribe on that channel, hit the bell so you're notified when we go live. But at 5 o'clock Eastern, he's going to be in here doing long shutter techniques, a lot of light painting, but different than what you guys have seen me, Dan, Ab, and Lindsay do, because he's only doing it with constant and not mixing strobe in. So it's another method, another style, and you might only have constant light. So this is a really good one for you guys to jump into. Man, Jordi, I don't know, man. You're exhausting just sitting next to it. I can only imagine what it's like working with you. So figure it out.
Ask my brother.
Yeah. Is he even here? Yep, there he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks really tired. All right. Guys, I don't even have to even say this, but follow him, I guess. I don't know. You probably already do it. You know how many people follow you and don't realize they already follow you? Because they just like, your work is almost a given on Instagram. Like that's how big your page has gotten. That's how much your style has gone everywhere. People are just like, oh yeah, I already follow this. Like they don't even think about it because
I mean, when you're that big, you're not conscious of it. You know, sometimes it happens that I don't feel like famous sometimes.
Well, you're not on your page talking to your camera the whole time. You're just posting what you do.
That's the thing. A lot of people, I can walk to the streets easily, and people is not gonna recognize me. Maybe now they are because they are seeing me, but it's my first podcast, so
oh man,
so I hope you enjoyed it.
Well, I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know, I'm your first podcast now. I feel all pressure now. I want to go backwards in time and do it over again. What are we doing here? I mean, I don't know, guys. Make sure you're sticking with us for 5 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget, Daniel is back here live on Thursday shooting still life, which is something you should all know, especially if you want to make a career out of things, learn how to shoot product. Jordi, we will see you in a few hours, man. Thank you so much.
A pleasure.
All right, enjoy the rest of your week, guys. Later.
Bye.